What is up, YouTube? That's here. I'm back playing more VGC 2023 Regulation C content. Today we're using a super cool rental team submitted to me on Patreon. This team features Pelipper, Barraskewda, a little bit of Rancor with Sandy Shocks Tsareena Shocks, if you will, as well as a clear Amulet, Pounce, Scizor, and a Flutter Mane. If we were to check out the official team submission post on Patreon, which is still up, if you guys have teams you want me to take a look at using videos like this one and do my absolute best to fix, that's still up. It's linked in the description. Think about checking it out. Even the lowest tier gets access to all of the stuff Patreon has to offer, so think about checking out if you haven't checked it out yet. But basically, yeah, this team's submitted by Alan right here, and it says defensive and offensive coverage. Hi, I would love some help with this rain team. I wanted to build a rain team around Sandy Shocks, Pelipper, and Shocks cover for each other so well. Shocks covers Pelipper's electric and rock weaknesses, and Pelipper covers Shocks' grass and ground weaknesses. And just before we even get into it, this, right? We got like Life Orb Pelipper, and we got like Rock Tsareena with Sweet Scent. This team cooks. This team literally cooks. Scizor covers grass weaknesses and is good for like a lot of those Ruin Mons. And they added Tsareena because of all the priority and its access to Sweet Scent to make Hurricane and Thunder more accurate when the rain stops in the late games or during a weather war. I don't know how often that's actually going to come into play, but I think that's some really cool innovation on your part, and I think that's the reason why I'm using this team today. I looked at this and I was like, yo, this team has so much spice all over it. If we were to take a look at some of the EVs real quick before hopping into the games, right? Pelipper definitely needs to be optimized. There's a lot going on here, but we can definitely help you hit a better speed tier, help you use your nature a little bit better while optimizing the Life Orb if we're going to keep the Life Orb. Barraskewda, you've got to use a different EV spread on a Sash Mon. No reason to go full bulk into a Pokemon that has a Sash already. Sandy Shocks is pretty much okay for what you're using here. Scizor can be slightly optimized. It's a really fast set. That realistically, this 107 here is probably to outspeed Pult if doubled by Pelipper's Tailwind, but realistically, you don't need to outspeed Pult because you just be using Bullet Punch against Pult anyways. Tsareena isn't even using all of its EVs, but it can definitely be optimized, and Flutter's pretty standard. So this team's actually really cool, and hopefully we win a lot of games. I still actually think Rain's in just a really good spot right now, so hopefully we can stack up against a lot of the Ruin Mons. But before we get into the battles, don't forget to answer the question of the day. Do you guys like this new overlay? Yes or no? I also got a new mic. Let me know what you think about it. I've been streaming with it for the past couple days, and it's been pretty nice, so let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, if there's anything you think I should change about it, and let's go hop into some ranked battles. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, Tanglu Azumarill. Is that a Sableye in just the YOLO Armarouge? Actually, that looks a lot like a team I made for Patreon very recently. I think actually Armarouge Azumarill Tanglu is actually very good. I really respect that core. That being said, do we let's see, what do we have to go Sandy Shocks, right? I want to use the Tsareena too. Oh, this Tsareena is going to be so weird. It has Sweet Scent for like no reason. We have to deal with Tanglu, and Scizor doesn't have, it has Swords Dance, dude. I'm going to go Scizor then. That's weird, dude. I'm doing it. All right, Scizor's up. Scizor Tsareena, bro. We have Taunt, dude. I'm doing it. This is going to be awesome. And then I know Flutter's good here. I know this. These are things that we know. But I'm still going to go Barraskewda. And, oh, man, I have to go Pelipper still. Alright, I want to go Sandy Shocks because I think Sandy Shocks is really cool. But it's nowhere near as cool as Tsareena, right? Tsareena with Sweet Scent and Taunt, like, this is going to be hilarious. And depending on what they lead, Scizor actually might be like really good. We're going to disincentivize them from going Azumarill by leading Tsareena as well. And Tsareena has Rock Tera, which is normally really not great. But against an Armarouge, it might balance itself out. So let's see what we got here. Azumarill Sableye. Okay. They cannot go for Prankster moves or Aqua Jets. So like this is Swords Danceable. This is SD Babyable. And we could taunt anything. I think I'm just going to Trop Kick the Azumarill though. Just standard. Hopefully not Sap Sipper. Swords Dance in their face, bro. Oh my goodness. And what do we see in Trop Kick? Alright, not Sap Sipper. Decent damage. Any Citrus Berries activating over here? No. Foul Play into Tsareena. Yo, it's okay. We're weak. Player up into Tsareena. Dude, all my homies hate Tsareena. Wow. Good thing we got that citrus berry. Citrus berry Tsareena. Holy moly. Okay. Hey, let's take a look at this now. I'm sure that we outspeed. This is stronger versus Sableye. I know that we get the KO regardless. I kind of want to just pounce in case they swap, though. Like, in case they swapped, this pounce would just melt. Something like an armor. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for the pounce and the Sable. Pretty sure we outspeed. What's our Scizor EV spread? We have 172 points in the speed. Holy moly, dude. We're an animal. All right, let's go. Pounce. Yeah, we're big. Any sashes? No sash. You're done. Dude, Scizor is out here. Holy moly. Azumarill's done. What do you do? We absolutely shut out that board. Tsareena low-key busted? We haven't even got to use the Sweet Scent yet. Like, we're flexing so hard and they don't even know it. We only have like 2.5 moves on this thing. Amoonguss, that's taunt. And Tinglu, dude, this is the easiest game of my life, bro. I think the right play here is probably to protect the Scizor because they could go Rage Powder. So we go protect Scizor. Just taunt that Amoonguss. Get a good old-fashioned taunt going. And then next turn, just one-shot that Tinglu with either the Bullet Punch or the Pounce, depending on like if they go like a different Tera or something like that. Because I actually still think like a Bullet Punch plus the +2 plus like a Helping Hand might OHKO that Tinglu. Looks like no Tera. Survey says Rage Powder there. That's what we're talking about. Now, we could have had it so we just went for the attack with the Tsareena, but we didn't have to. Like, we could have attacked through the Rage Powder because we're a Grass type, but yo, Taunt's pretty good. Now you can't redirect Scizor next turn, and we just pop off with that big Pounce. Show me that Fisher. Heavy Slam, dude. Tsareena thick. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I pounce on you? Tinglu, hey you. What you gonna do? Dude, you're done. Almost done. Done enough. I've done enough. Dude, I can't believe this worked so well. What? What even is this? Do I need to fix this team? I don't see anything wrong with it. Scizor Tsareena busted. Holy moly. You can Pollen Puff Tsareena. Finally! Finally a KO comes through. We didn't get to use Sweet Scent though. I cry every time. I cry every time we don't get to use Sweet Scent. It's okay. We got, this is funnier. Barraskewda is funnier than Pelipper. Plus, it'll let us check for items a little bit more. Like, maybe they have like a Rocky Helmet or something. It doesn't really matter. Like, what are they gonna do? What you gonna do? Bro, battle was canceled. Easiest game of my life, dude. Tsareena. There's definitely something good there. Lilycole, Tinglu, Scizor. Alright, so it's so weird. I think Pelipper can be very good here, but I don't think they're gonna bring like Torkoal or Lilligant. It's probably gonna be like, you know, Dragonite, Scizor, maybe a little bit of Fluttermane. So I think bringing something like Scizor could be super, super nice here. Scizor Tsareena does kind of still sound good here. But like Scizor Sandy Shocks also sounds nice. What's our Tera? It's electric, I think, right? Not bad, not bad. You don't want to lead Pelipper, but you want to be able to bring it. So like I guess I would bring Sandy Shocks and then Barraskewda, Pelipper. It feels so weird to bring Barraskewda to this matchup, but I think it's good. We brought Tsareena in the first game. We don't have to do it again. I mean, it's just so weird, right? It's just so weird. This Tsareena set, right? It has 119 base speed, or actually, it's only a 72 with like no investment. It's not even using all its EVs. But it has Sweet Scent to enable things like the Thunder and the Hurricane to hit, but it like is in between those two Mon speed tiers. It's so weird. They led Lilycole. That's really good for us. Why would you lead Lilycole here? Huh. That's weird. Alright, well, I'm just going to do it then. We're just going to do it. Let's go. Hard Switch and Pelipper. Take away that value. And bro, no way. Like, oh my gosh. Dude, don't make me Tera. I'd do it. I'll do it if I have to, but I don't think I have to. I'm spexed. Unexpected damage from this Sandy Shocks. So you are no longer the Speedy Gonzalez Lilligant you need to be. And let's go. Oh, Tera. Okay, what type you Tera into? Torkoal Tera. Are you ground? Fire. I feel so bad for you, son. You're going to have at least 2 problems. And I know I'm number 1. Bro, he lived! I should have Terra'd. After you. Oh my gosh, the saddest after you. Nice eruption, bro. Oh, man. Dude, send that one in by mail. Bro, I'm surprised I did 2 HP to Sandy Shocks. I'm surprised. Okay. In this situation, Tailwind's great. And we just ignore the Torkoal now. And just thunder the Lilligant. Poor Torkoal, man. Torkoal doesn't deserve that. You can't just lead Lilycole versus Rain. Like, what is the game plan here? You just hope that I don't bring Pelipper? He's like, damn, they brought the Pelipper. They know. Like, they're switching out, but we're Tailwinding, then we're going to switch. And you should be protecting your Lilligant. If you're going to use it correctly. Oh, yeah, you're sad. Big sad. Dude. Critical hit. And the para. When it rains, it pours, literally. Any sleep powders? Tailwind's up. Are you sleep powdering, or are you doing something a little bit different? And the full para. I guess I need Sweet Scent now, because then you're going to switch back in. We swap in Scizor. I think I'm actually more afraid of Lilligant than I am of Dragonite. Which sounds weird, but like, this is the way. Let's go. Looks like no... Or I was going to say, it tried to protect there. Not in my house, it didn't. Thunder! Let's go. That's so much damage, though. You can Tailwind me back? Thunder Punch, dude! Holy moly. Okay. Thunder Punch Dragonite, dude. Gyarados and Pelipper run for cover. So I want to see if they send back out the Torkoal. See, this is where if we had U-turn, oh, that'd be so sick. Alright, there's 2 ways we can play this. You can have this the easy way or the hard way, Dragonite. I think I'm just going to BP and hard switch out Sandy Shocks for Pelipper. Which is, dude, we're orbed Pelipper too. We have woken up and chosen so much violence. Holy moly, this is orbed Pelipper. We can optimize this. Like, I'm looking at the EVs. This can be optimized. Dude, Pelipper has potential here. So Sandy Shocks is switching out. It did its job, man. We just want to take out the Torkoal. Hopefully they don't Quick Claws, right? Even if they do, Scizor is still fine. Let's go, BP baby. Alright, I want to see if they read us and Thunder Punch into that Pelipper slot. How goated with the sauce are they? Who's the boss? Let's go. Dragon Claw. Okay, that's fine. Dude, Pelipper don't care. Pelipper does not care. Alright, last mon. Scizor versus Scizor. Place your bets. We got the Puke Green Scizor versus the Red Comet himself. Dude, I'm an SD. I'm a SD, and I'm just gonna go for... I'm gonna Hurricane the Dragonite, in case like something weird happens. We're so fast. It's so weird, there's so many teams that get submitted with Swords Dance Scizor, and then I always take away all their Swords Dances, but I always use Swords Dance, so maybe I just should just Swords Dance. That's a crit, dude. Life Orb Pelipper crit. Thunder Punch is absolutely fine. Our Tera was grass if we wanted to do it. Oh, and then they crit me back. Alright, that's fair. Fair balanced gameplay. Let's see what their Scizor's doing. Survey says, SD? Okay. We got a game on our hands, boys and girls. We got a full pinata. Let's see how we pop this one. Tailwind Peter's out. That's fine. Dude, we got Sandy Shocks, man. Our Tera... I'm doing it, man. It's time for Sandy Shocks to pop off, literally. Let's go. I'm going to use Bullet Punch here. And I'm going to click the terastallized Thunder button. I think this is the first time... This is the second time in Scarlet and Violet I've clicked the Electric Tera button. The first time was in like the 3rd day of the game. I used a rental code that had an Electric Tera Qualqueval. This is the second time. I don't think I've ever Electric Terra'd any other Mon. Maybe like one other Mon? Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen me use Electric Tera more than this. This should take out the Dragonite. I'm a +2. I lied, but I'm fast, so it's okay. What sort of berry is that? Is that Pinch? That's just citrus. It's okay. It's a thick Dragonite, by the way. Thunder. This is Choice Specs Electric Tera. Biggest damage the world has ever seen. ever. What's our defense with Sandy Shocks? Is it 85 or is it way lower? It's 97, dude. Sandy Shocks has such a good stat line. Sandy Shocks has such a good stat line. It's such a good mon. Just get every single KO with this thing is so good. This team, why does it just work? Is Rain, like, secretly OP right now? Because, like, this team still needs a lot of fixing, and we're just rolling people over, dude. This team's so easy. Wo Shen. Okay. Dude, I can taunt it. There's also a Rotom Mo. Tsarena's really good here. I really like the Tsareena. You can taunt Amoonguses. It's just, I can make myself weak as possible to Amoongus and, like, literally not care. That being said, I think that, like, Tsareena Scizor is still really good here because you just pin the Flutter, and if the Rotom wants to go for a Wisp into you, you can go protect Taunt, which I really, really like. And then you bring, like, Pelipper, Barraskewda in the back to be able to clean up. It sounds good, right? It sounds really good. It sounds like actually too good. We don't even need the Flutter here. We don't even just need the Flutter. I think these 6 Mons are just really, really solid. I think the only thing that we need to work on, though, is, like, polishing up just a few of the EVs. Like, these EVs can definitely be optimized. These EVs and items in Tera can be optimized. These can be optimized. This can be optimized a little bit. Tsareena can definitely be optimized. And Flutter, you know, there's nothing wrong with the 2v2 booster Flutter. So I think the 6 Mons work so well. They work so well for the meta, and, like, Taunt Tsareena is just such a bully, but we're going to go right into it, and let's see what we get done here. Sounds like a job for Taunt Wo Shen. They're going to be like, excuse me, I would like to go, actually, let me think about this. I'm going to taunt the Wo Shen and protect, and then I'm going to taunt the Amoongus. Actually, that means I should just go taunt here then. Taunt there. Into an SD. Oh, they're totally gonna go Leech Seed. Do we have anything that's swapping on that? No. Let's just taunt the Wo Shen. This says you can't do anything. You could swap in, like, Arcanine or something, don't care. You can't Wisp me if you swap an Arcanine, which means our Scizor is still fine to just chill here. Just go Water Tera. Cool. I can't use Tailwind or Dragon Dance. And I want to see if they're Rage Powdering. Doesn't really matter if they are, but it's fine. This is where I wish Tsareena had Protect. The Raw Spore into Scizor. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Please don't do that. They're gonna go for the big Tera flying move into my Tsareena. And a Spore. Dude, it's time. It's time. Look at that! Oh, that's just beautiful. SD, baby. Nice Tera flying you got over there, buddy. Or Ice Spinner. Nice, literally anything you think you're going to do this game. That's right, you're swapping. Is it Wo Shen? Let's go. Rotom Motom. Sounds like a job for Pounce Scizor next turn. Alright, 8. Let's pop off. What's Tsarena's base speed? Is it 72? Ugh. We rock Terra'd for probably no reason here. Let's see what they're using here. Fire Punch? Dude, Fire Punch would suck. We're faster with Scizor. That's weird. Oh, that's probably, like, not even possible. Outrage! Tsareena, no! What the outrage, bro? Where's the Flying Tera? What? Hello? Alright, everyone's taunted, though. That's fine. Dragonite's stuck using Outrage. I can't protect. None of these do, like, anything at all. I'm pretty sure we outspeed the Rotom. Pounce would just mess it up. It's fine to just fodder Pelipper here, I think. Now let's go. Scizor's a lot of damage. And if Scizor outspeeds Dragonite, Scizor probably outspeeds this Rotom. Scizor's 172 points in speed. And that Rotom can't Wisp. Yeah, Pounce, let's go. Big, super effective One hit KO damage from Scizor, dude. That's busted. You got Outrage. Don't hit my Pelipper. Unlucky, dude. Pelipper holds though. Pelipper holds. Pelipper literally busted. Shaking off the taunt. Dragonite. One more turn of Outrage. It's still confused. Okay. Amoonguss does not want to mess with this. Dude, I'm Pelipper, bro. Bro, where are you looking? You think I won't? You think I won't? What Tera are you gonna go? How many Teras you got back there, buddy? You could only do one. You can't stop both of these. Water? Poison. You can stop the pounce from like Okoing you. I guess I'll let you do that. They should just protect there. This still does a lot. Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. And we got Life Orb Pelipper. Life Orb. We're slower than the Dragonite, though. That's bad. And they hit the Pelipper slot again, dude. That's so lame. Ah, that hurts. That really hurts. Let's see if they're Lumberry on the Dragonite. I think they're banded. Let's see it. Yeah, that's sad. Okay. We have Barraskewda. I kind of want to just leave Scizor in. It has to be asleep, but I still think it's right. We're going to liquidate this Amoonguss and just try and pounce. And then like next turn, I think we'll be all right. We have to be asleep on Scizor. And that Dragonite is probably swap into a Shed. Okay. Yeah. That's totally a banded Dragonite too. So if we save the Tsareena, we're going to be in a good spot. We just have to wake up like eventually. Weaken the attack of all Pokemon. Protect. Dude, they're wasting turns on sleep. If I double wake up with this Scizor, I will be able to get you. Let's think about this. If I had Protect, I'd be a Protect user. We're just going to double into that slot. Let's go. There's no reason to swap the Tsareena, I don't think. I don't think that's the play. I think the right play is to wake up Scizor. And just destroy Amoonguss. That's right, you're swapping Amoonguss out. You want those regenerator procs. You don't think I've been to this rodeo before? You don't think I've been to the rodeo? I am the rodeo. Let's go. Ah! That sucks. We're at least going to be able to do good chip damage here with Barraskewda, and then next turn we'll probably swap out for Tsareena. Giga Drain! Holy shit, dude. Good thing I didn't switch in Tsareena. And they have E-Speed, which I wouldn't mind. Yeah, E-Speed if you want. I can't do anything about it. Scizor woke up! Bullet Punch! BP, baby! That's a +2! Oh my god, they're still so thick. Ah! Oh, that hurts so much, bro. Outrage who you hit. I swear they only hit that one slot. Hit the Steel type, bro. They're gonna Leech Seed me. Ruination, that's fine. Contrary to popular belief, that is not the right move. I didn't go first versus that Dragonite, but I think I'm faster than Dragonite here. If Scizor is faster than Dragonite, which I don't know if we know that, but like Trop Kick would KO there. We can't go for taunt, dude. Trop Kick here. Into a 4x super effective attack, reduce pounce. I don't think Trop Kick kills this Dragonite though. And we have to do it just like this because Giga Drain will KO us. And there's a good shot they swap out the Dragonite. Or they can't, they're stuck using Outrage. Oh dude, we got this then. We got this, come on. Come on, Scizor. Come on, Scizor. Do it for me. Scizor. The hero, the Red Comet. Dude, they're big thinking. They might swap out. If they swap out Wo-Chien for Amoonguss, I think that's still game. Yeah, let's go. Yes! The strength of Scizor. Come on, let me outspeed this Dragonite. No! Why is it always that slot? Hello? 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 Dude, that sucks. And then the 3-turn. Alright, I don't think we can break the Amoonguss. Amoonguss gonna be holding out here, but the thing is, I don't think Amoonguss can actually fight us, so they're stuck. They are stuck. using... They can't protect Dragonite, so like we just Bullet Punch it. And then like I don't think Amoonguss beats Scizor and 1v1. You can Rage Powder me all you want. I could have protected there too. I don't think that we get Oko by Outrage. And then we'll see what happens. Rocky Helmet. Oh my god, we died. Bro, that was the most cursed game ever. Now you finally hit that slot. Should I have protected there? Because if I protect there, the Outrage, you get freed from Outrage, and then all they have to do is like a different, like they just have to do that same play next turn. So I did my best. I'm gonna get one more game with this team because I feel like that one got stolen from me. They got three turns Outrage and all went into that slot every single time. And this is the perfect example. Friends, people that watch these videos, bro, you gotta put Protect on your Pokemon if you don't want them to die. Filler moves like Sweet Scent, Helping Hand, Flash Cannon, Aqua Jet, they're not doing anything for you when you need to like not die to stuff. It's really important to have that Protect. Alright, little bit of Dozo. Dude, I'm gonna go Sandy Shocks. Do we have Ghost Terra? It's Electric Terra still. Damn, alright, I wanted to do it. No, I'm gonna go Pelipper, Sandy Shocks, Tsareena to taunt that Amoonguss, and then Barraskewda. Barraskewda's not that hot here unless I go Ghost Terra. And then even if I do, it's still not that hot, but I'm still gonna do it. Let's go. Let's go. That's a cool team though. I wonder what the Shenpao actually does for that team, because they have, it's mostly special attackers. They have Shenpao hands doesn't seem that great, right? Maybe I'm wrong. It seems like it cuts your own hand's defense, and then you can double into it with all the moves that would give it a lot of problems. Goldango hands. Okay. Golden hands. Dude, we just like one-shot this Goldango. I wonder if we can just Oko the Iron Hands with a Hydro Pump. Dude, I want it. Nah, the right play here is just, I think, switching the Tsareena. Queenly Majesty blocked the Fake Out, and then... Oh my god, that's so much damage. I'm doing it. Cruise Control for cool. Where are you looking? Easy. Right? Right? Come on. Come on. Tsareena's on the board now, so when you send that Amoonguss next turn, and you want to go like Rage Powders and Spores, I don't really care. Everyone knows I got that Fake Out. Dude, imagine if Terastallize made it so you're immune to Fake Out, like Dynamax was. That'd be nuts. Thunder! Ain't no Fake Outs! Wow. You're dead. You are deleted out here. Wasted on Route 1. Goldango down. Drain Punch? Wild Charge? Thunder Punch? Drain Punch. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Ain't no bad. No Fake Out. Good play. Good play. They trade, you know, one for none. And the Dondos. Do I care? It's a good question. It's a wonderful question how much I care about that. Just Pelipper. This is a safe play. Because they can only do the little mix-up like once. Best thing they can do is like Protect, Drain Punch, and then next turn one of those slots is really overextended. Yeah, so they're just going to go right into the Tatsu, which means this Trop Kick, humongous. What do you do, Grass Terra? Why do you think I switched in a Pelipper, bro? I'm next level chef out here. Nice boosts. To watch, they're gonna like Electric Terra me or Ice Terra me. they're gonna be cooking something ridiculous. There's the Terra. Dude, this is going too well. Someone has to stop me. I'm too strong. So I might actually have to Sweet Scent this game. Can you Sweet Scent a Grass type? Can you Sweet Scent a Grass type? Because my rain's not gonna last forever. EQ, dude, Pelipper, Tsareena, don't care, bro. That person hates Sandy Shocks. That's weak, bro. You're gonna be even weaker in a minute. Dude, how much damage does Pelipper do? How much damage does Pelipper do? The Hurricane chunks probably, right? Life Orb, Hurricane. because I'm going to have to eventually do it. We'll Tailwind next turn. Order up. Survey says you're weak, bro. Attack boost? Nah. Attack go back down. Attack boost? No. Attack go down. Attack back in neutral. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hurricane! Yo, Pelipper busted. What even is that? Watch this. Alright, so let's actually think about the right play here. Because they're probably going to weave in the lefties. 2 turns of rain. 2 turns rain. If I Sweet Scent this turn. Dude, I didn't know I hit both. And Tailwind this turn. Then next turn, I will be able to go for a Helping Hand Hurricane and win. My galaxy brain is so big! And if, if Sweet Scent, I don't think it was super protect, but it'd be really cool if it did. And if they just went for a protect that turn, then we just go Tailwind into Helping Hand Hurricane and we just win that turn. Let it be known that we clicked Sweet Scent, and it was correct. We clicked Sweet Scent, and it was the right play. They're probably like, what? What? And then they're like, it's still fine. I'm gonna live. And I'm like, live these. Live Moss, Dozo, Helping Hand, the Tsareena. It did it all. It did it all. Let's go. Hurricane from Y4 Pelipper from downtown. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we played one more game. I'm so glad that we got to click the Sweet Scent and it was the correct play. But you see how hard it is when your speed tiers don't like line up correctly? Oh man, it's hard. It's rough. And you got the hands. I bet you they're gonna click Fake Up. They're probably so tunneled right now. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Sweet Scent. Alright, let me just make sure my speed tiers are right. 119. Oh, their levels are all off. Hold on. They're probably just running. Yeah, dude, Sweet Scent. Let's go. Fake out. Oh, they did it. The Tsareena. Sweet Scent. Let's go. It's gonna make our Thunders in the back do more like hit too. Oh my god, dude. Yo, Pelipper. Let's pop off, buddy. Almost. That's a lot of damage. Draco, dude, I don't even care, bro. Nice stat drop. Nice stat drop. I care not for your stat drops. Oh, that was funny. Shockaroo. Shock and awe. I think Earth Power Oko's the hands, and then we should just be able to get a Trop Kick KO into Tatsugiri. It looks like heavy Spadef, actually, like heavy HP. So they might not die here, but like this is fine. This is fine. Probably should have just doubled into hands. Ooh, protect. That's fine. Make this game last 2 more turns. This has to Oko hands unless they're like Shookberry. Yeet! We got those specs on repeat. Hands goes down for the count, dude. This team is so cool. I'm so happy this team was submitted. Like, oh my gosh, this team is just so much fun. Like, it doesn't get much more fun than stuff. I'm a Helping Hand because I freaking... Actually, the right play is the drop kick, okay? So when they have the focus band, you get to have an extra shot to break it. Let's take those wins. Well, I was half expecting the focus band. This team is fun. And what we're going to do now is go into a little fixing session where I show you guys the rental code one more time. And then we're going to go change a bunch of the moves, change a bunch of EVs, keep actually a lot of stuff the same, but expand upon it and add that little spice that can actually take this team from what it is and make this team one that you could actually probably take to a pretty decently high rank on the ladder. So let's go into that right now. All right, so I'm super happy that we played that last game. I'm happy we got to make the Sweet Scent work, and I'm so surprised by how well Tsareena works in this meta. There's so many teams that are built that are so reliant on Amoonguss, and Tsareena can swap in on them, taunt and then repin. There's so many moves that are tauntable in this format that I just feel like an absolute Chad using Tsareena. It completely shuts out Palafin teams, And it just is a very, very good mon. I think all 6 of your mons are actually really, really nice, and I think we're probably going to keep them moving forward. That being said, we're probably going to optimize a lot of these EVs. I still think you need the Flutter Mane to keep people honest, and I still think like a full speed Flutter Mane is fine here. But what I would probably do here, I think there's nothing wrong with keeping the booster and a fairy on this Flutter Mane. This Flutter Mane is absolutely fine. There's nothing really wrong with it, and I think it's okay. I do think Tsareena, though, can be changed up a bit. I don't think you need the Helping Hand, even though we used it in one of the games. I also don't think you need Sweet Scent. I think one of the values that Tsarena's bring to the table is their ability to stick on the board for a long amount of time. So something like Protect is going to go very, very far in Tsareena. I also think something like Taunt is going to be very, very good on Tsareena. And then as for this last spot, there's so many good moves that Tsareena gets, right? There's so many good moves that it gets. I would be a fan of U-Turn here, being able to like basically taunt and then pivot, and then being able to re-come back in later. I think that'd be a pretty good one. I think also something like, you could put the Helping Hand back on here, but being able to like U-Turn is actually really, really good. So I would say put the U-Turn here. It also gives you like a different way to like double into certain spots to break Sashes, and it's pretty good for getting Tsareena out of those situations where it's a little bit pinned. Scizor, Protect, Pounce, Bullet Punch, Swords Dance. If you want to keep this set, it's absolutely fine. I don't think there's a single thing wrong with the way this Scizor is playing, because I use Swords Dance in almost every matchup, and this team excels at getting those Swords Dances off. That being said, we're probably going to move around some of the EVs in just a little bit. Sandy Shocks, I also don't think you need the specs here. I think realistically, this Pokemon could definitely build with like a Life Orb. This is a much better Life Orb user than Pelipper is. So I think that the Life Orb on this guy is going to be a lot better. And that being said, we can just cut the Flash Cannon. Like, because what are you Flash Cannoning? Something like a Flutter Mane, if we were going to run some calcs or something, you would see that like a Thunder would just do, it would do basically more damage, and you'd just be in a much better spot. So something like that, something like having Protect on this guy as well, very, very good. I also think that you can just give this exact EV spread, because 101 is an amazing speed tier. It outspeeds so many mons. There's so many mons that are base 100 in this format, right? If we scroll all the way down over here. So you got things like Chi-Yu, Palafin, Salamence, Staraptor, all the Tauros forms, which are big right now, Toedscroll, Volcarona, right? Those are all things you outspeed, and then by proxy, we still continue to outspeed all these. So you still have to be full speed, and I just think it's a standard good set. This guy still wants to keep that Sash, but you just gotta click the button, and you gotta go. I do think that you have to still go full speed, just because you want to always outspeed that Flutter if they happen to take away your rain, or the rain ends, or something else happens, or let's say they match you with like a Prankster Tailwind user. You want to always outspeed those things, and you can also, in my humble opinion, I think you can put Protect here. And then as for like this last move, so there's nothing like wrong with Throat Chop, right? There's nothing like really wrong with Throat Chop, but I feel like I'm a little bit pinned when I would use this guy versus something like a Dragonite. I know I feel a little bit pinned, and so like what I would do here, I'm thinking of actually making it like Ice Tera or even like Steel Tera, and having just something that we can use to like delete Dragonite, because Dragonite's a little bit of an issue for this team. So if we were to go into the damage calculator here, plug in like a Barraskewda right now, plug in a Dragonite. Now obviously, does this work versus multi-scale Dragonite? It does not. So you have to be able to analyze the right type of Dragonite that you're fighting against. But that being said, if we were to go like this, and let's just plug in like, I want to see how much damage Ice Fang does, just to throw it out there. So like Ice Fang from a Jolly Barraskewda doesn't OHKO Dragonite 100% of the time. Let's make it Tera Blast to make ourselves ice. And you may be thinking like, don't do that, I need to be Ghost. You don't need to be Ghost on this guy, because we're avoiding things like E-Speed and Fake Outs with our Tsareena. So we actually don't need to be Ghost, which means we can use our Tera for like literally anything else. And also Ice Tera here lets us hit Amoonguss as well, which is another mon that like we would definitely struggle with. Right here, make it physical. And there's something I'm probably not clicking. Oh, the ice button. Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. And even if they did multi-scale, right? Even if they did multi-scale, if I can type, they're still almost dead, which means if you pair it up with the right teammate, you're in a good spot. So, like, I'm not going to lie, I really, really like the Ice Tera Blast. And they could obviously like, Tera away, but like they actually usually don't Tera away in front of like rain users. So that's just my opinion, and then you make this ice. And it's one of the few mons in the meta that can actually go ice in my opinion. So give that a shot, and let me know what you think. Last but not least, Pelipper. Pelipper's cool, but this is definitely where you're going to put your Covert Cloak. Covert Cloak is absolutely amazing on these Tailwind setters. Grass Tera is still fine there. It's a cool Pelipper set, but now that we got all of our items and everything else basically put away, what I would be doing here is changing a bunch of these EVs. With Pelipper, you want to be deliberate and think what you're outspeeding once you get the speed boost. And I would say getting to 91 is a really good number on Pelipper, because after Tailwind, that would be outspeeding things like Lycanroc. Basically, it would let you be outspeeding base 112s. So if we scroll down back on this speed tier with a line over here, so it outspeeds everything 112 or less. So we'd outspeed Lycanroc, we'd outspeed Mousehold, Screamtail, Gengar, Iron Moth, Raichus, Jugulus, Treads, and by proxy all these other mounts. So being able to outspeed those at +2 would be really nice, and it's not going to cost us like that much investment realistically. So we get to 90 right here, so this doubles to 180. 91 doubles to 182, which outspeeds those, which is great. It's only 44 points. That being said, what are some other mons that we're going to be playing against? Let's go back into our damage calculator and plug in Pelipper. I love Pelipper, man. Pelipper hits like a truck. It hits like a truck. Like I like the Pelipper with Hydro, and we're still going to do some Hydro calcs here. We're going to calc Hydro Pump on Pelipper versus Glimmora and see if we can force him to Tera. Like a standard like Glimmora. See how much damage we're doing here. So Hydro Pump almost gets that KO against a Sweeper Glimmora. So let's see how much damage we actually need. So that's how much damage right there we need to make Hydro Pump KO over Sweeper Glimmora. What about full HP Glimmora? Can we actually get that? Well, that's without even Rain active. Holy moly. Yeah, dude, they're so donezoed. Right? They're so donezoed. Even if they're like full HP, full special attack, Vest. Right? So we would like this to KO, which means we're probably still have to go Modest, but then probably not have much more investment. We'll see. 196 Modest gets a KO on Glimmora, so 252, 252 like Modest Glimmora, that's going to get the KO every single time. And the same thing would work, and like, well, what if they just go Grass? Well, it's okay. You would calc the Grass here, click the button, changes to Hurricane. And is this getting a KO? It's not, but that's a lot, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. And there's no way that one gets the KO. So 196 is good. 196. And then from there, we just have some extra points. You're still going to go full there. And then realistically, I would just go 12 into Spadef and then 4 in defense. The reason you want Spadef is because there's a lot of special attackers right now. Things like Make It Rains, Heat Waves, Dazzling Gleams, what have you. All those things are big special attacks. Pelipper already has a great base defense, so it doesn't need to put any more in defense. So I think this is a good way to play Pelipper. You're going to be much faster, you're going to hit really hard, and you basically have the right amount of bulk and speed that you need to succeed. Now with the Covert Cloak, which also means you're good versus Garg. So good job there. Barraskewda, you're fine. Sandy Shocks is fine. Scizor needs to be optimized. So Scizor, with the Clear Amulet, there's nothing really wrong with going 252 still, because it's such a low base. And then having only 84 in attack is fine. I've used that Scizor set myself. I don't think, though, that you need this much speed. I think Scizor, very similar to Pelipper, it needs to be just a little bit faster than Pelipper, just because it speed creeps things that speed creep this area. So we want to get to 92 on Scizor. All right, and that's only going to be 52. It's not that much. And realistically, at that point, you could just go 60 to make sure you're speed creeping those things even just a little bit more. And you see we have all these extra points. What I would want on my Scizor, let's see, what are we trying to OHKO? 84 Adamant. Let's go Scizor calcs. Because we want to actually think what we're KOing here. Because when people submit these teams, they don't always submit the actual, like, stats that they have, like the calcs that they've actually ran these things for. So let's see. Let's go Bullet Punch and Pounce. And I'm not going to lie, I really liked the Pounce. I was very surprised by how well the team actually worked with Pounce. So let's see, Bullet Punch and Pounce, and we're going to make sure our ability is Technician. So let's just plug in Woshin and see how much we do. Let's plug in like a Leech Seed set. Full HP Spadef Leech Seed set. So Woshin, Pounce always OHKOs a standard Woshin set, and that's with the Tablets of Ruin already active. Right? So that's what this is obviously calced for. It's calced for Woshin. Right? It's calced for Woshin to KO right there. What I would want is for something like that to make sure we get the KO. And I don't know how much more we would need to do that. we can't even do it. So at that point, we're actually fine just keeping the 84 in that point and just making sure. Because like that obviously is like where that calc's made, is to KO the Wo-Chien if they were just normal. Like if they're just like for investment. So good calc right there. I like it, and I was able to figure it out myself. That being said, we have a ton of extra points. And I would probably throw those into defense. Probably like 108. And just throw the rest in there. You could also throw about 60 points in here and split this up evenly. And go something like this. A good little rule of thumb, if you're building your own teams and you can throw off, if you can throw 60 points into a stat, you're going to throw off your opponent's calcs by about 5%. Case in point, if we take a look at the same Wo-Chien calc that we were doing earlier, and we put 60 points into defense, basically, we'd be taking the calc from 100 to about 93, and that's about 6.5 because it's multiplying so much because it's so effective. But you see how just throwing that off, like it makes me go from 100% chance to KO to a 64%. Right? And so that's the value of like what 60 points brings to the table. So just putting those right there and splitting that up and making yourselves a lot more bulky, and just know for a fact you're going to need those Sword Stance to get the big rolls against other sweepers. But it looks like a pretty good set. Tsareena, here we go. This is where it's going to start getting fun. I agree with the full HP, but I don't think you need Adamant. Yes, you get to a point where like you want to put those points in your nature, but realistically, because you're getting a 1.5, sorry, you're getting a 10% boost wherever your nature is. But I don't think you need it on Tsareena since we're more of a support mom. We're actually going to be weaving in like protects and stuff like that. And we could even actually put lefties on this thing too if you wanted, or something like a Lumberry to stop wisps. That being said, I do think that 2v2 HP is fine, but we need just a little bit more HP because right now we're speed tagging our Scizor, which we don't want. And Tsareena has a much higher base HP than Scizor. So what we want to actually do is go at least 12. But we also have to think, what are we taunting? Like, what do we want to taunt the most? We can't taunt any of these guys, right? But we can get to a point where after we get a Tailwind, we can't taunt them. So that is definitely something to worth thinking about. But like, let's see, let's scroll a little bit down. Because Tsarena's in like the 70s. Are there any Pokemon that are around the 70s that we know that we want to taunt? Here's Tsareena. So is there anything like up here that we really, really want to taunt? Can't catch Clefkey. Armarouge, not really worth it to be using Trick Room. Corvisquire, or not Corviknight. I know Corviknight's. Where's Corviknight? Is it slower? Does Corviknight get slower when it evolves? I wouldn't be surprised. It gains steel typing, right? Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. There's nothing really worth taunting around that speed tier, so let's calculate what Tsareena would look like at +2 to taunt. So Tsareena here. Tsareena with the +2 from Tailwind. 184 is basically the same type of speed tier that lets us outspeed. It's basically just a little bit faster than like the Pelipper and the Scizor. So let's see, how much speed would it take for us to catch a base 130? And that would be this much, right? Here, 68 lets us outspeed base 130s. And if you're wondering like what's base 130, what are we trying to taunt that's a base 130? Scroll all the way up here. There's not that many base 130s in this format. So I don't know if we still have to outspeed him, but Jolteon is base 130. Talonflame is a 126. Kilowatt is a 25. Maybe worth outspeeding that to taunt. Might be worth outspeeding Roaring Moon to taunt. Might be. I think it's definitely worth outspeeding Mousehold, in which we already did outspeed. So I don't know how much investment's actually worth it on Tsareena, but putting a little bit in speed is really nice. Also, if we go back to Tsareena here and we take a look at our +1 calcs from Scizor's Pounce, 151 is not that fast, but if we put some even more speed in this guy and get it up to 168, this is what we would look at if we were to pounce something like a Volcarona, and we'd be able to taunt it and stop it from like Quiver Dancing or Rage Powdering. So this could be actually very good as well, and this is something I think we probably should do, and we can also get there by actually putting our nature in that slot if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to. So we're going to go 156. Let me just make sure I got the numbers right. Yep, so 112 is going to make it so if we have the Pounce paired with it, it basically lowers their speed by 1.5, or even the Icy Wind from our Flutter is basically the same thing. And then we're able to put basically the rest of our points. We want to split them up correctly, but it's going to be like a 492 plus. And so we actually end up with, I think, more defense than you had before with a better speed tier and the same amount of HP. I still think you can keep that Rock Terror. It's cool, but I like the EVs. Sorry, I like the moveset. I like the taunt. I like the U-turn. It lets you pivot correctly, and it's just a pretty decent Tsareena set. The Rock Terror is kind of nice. It makes it so you take less damage from fire moves, less damage from flying. It's just kind of really cool. I like it a lot. And Flutter main, we just keep exactly the same. So those are the changes I would make. What we're going to do right now is go play a couple games on Showdown and see if these changes actually carry over into working in real games. So wish me luck. Here we go. Oh man, Chiyu Dashbun? Not like this, son. Oh man, what are they going to do against this? We got the power of Pelipper on our side. Let's make this page just a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's so nice looking. Let's see. The Wo-Xian makes Pelipper hard to use, and they're probably going to Steel Tera it. And so, I wonder what I care about here. Could I lead like this? Salamence is also kind of scary. Dude, I'm just going to lead Pelipper Barraskewda, and I'm going to pop that Salamence in the mouth, bro. Or, we can go Pelipper Shocks. Barraskewda in the back to avoid the Intimidate from the Sally. And then, like, a cleanup in the late game with our own Scizor. Dude, I'm down. Hope they don't trick me. Don't we Bronzong? Who eats Bronzong nowadays? Bronzong's outdated. God damn it. All right. I wonder if we still pop Bronzong, though. Like, I see that you have special attack over there. Dude, I see the special attack. But, like, don't think that I won't. I'm literally built different out here. I'm going to one-shot. It's two-shot. I think this Thunder's going to do like 65-70%. That's not enough. Hydro. Oh, dude, we almost stopped it. We almost did it. Sandy Shocks holds, but at what cost? And there's the Trick Room. This is fine. Because, like, what do we care about here? We don't. I think we're actually okay. Yeah, that's fine. Ruination Pelipper, absolutely fine. Ooh, we missed that Hydro, though. Oof. All right, they're going to go Protect, Hard Switch, and Scizor. We get them Tunneling Pelipper. Yep, Drive's not nothing. Ruination that same slot. No, they thought we were going to swap, and now we don't. And so now we can potentially pin the Bronzong. 2 turns left on TR. Hurricane's fine there, and I'm going to Swords Dance here. Because, like, they got the Trick Room up at what cost? And I still have my Sandy Shocks. Salamence, how about clear Amulet D's? And you swapped in on that Hurricane, buddy. You swapped in on what we in the biz like to call a Hurricane. That's a +2. It's like, oh no. Oh no. I'm Tailwinding. Bruh. Protect? Never heard of it. You can totally go Ruination. It's fine with me. Ruination the Scizor, like, go nuts. Because now what do you do? What do you even do here? I'm going to swap into Sandy Shocks. Or I will swap into Sandy Shocks. And then I will, because, like, they're probably swapping out there. I think he pounced. Pounce should Oko that thing. Swap in Sandy Shocks. Pounce Oko here. I don't think they're going to Flamethrower me. But, like, yeah, see that? You like all those swaps, dude? It's clean, bro. Dude, why are you alive, by the way? Holy moly. EQ, sad. But Scizor holds. Sad, but Scizor holds. That's what we like to see. Literally killing it. We're going to go Pelipper here. We're just going to deny. Deny Trick Room. So Hurricane should get the KO on either of those. We never saw the item on the Bronzong. But Bullet Punch into that. Actually, Scizor outspeeds Pelipper by a couple points. We can actually still pounce that. We not have to Bullet Punch. So that means Hurricane would not have the special attack reduce. Which means it should KO there. So we go Hurricane, Bronzong, and just pounce Tinglu. Don't think that they have... I think they're vested on that Tinglu, and they're just really bulky. Right? Easy. Special attack reduction gone. Bronzong gone. You got a half HP Salamence that can't intimidate, and probably your own Scizor, right? But we have a Tailwind up. Oh, Chiyu! Dude, I ain't never even heard of it, buddy. I ain't ever even heard of it. Let's think about what we need to do. We know they have Protect Sally. Still gonna do it. Fire Tera! Hydro! Critical hit Bullet Punch and a Hydro. Come on, Pelipper. Come on. Snarl! Oh, they were fast, but not fast enough. Not fast enough. Pelipper, Hydro! Oh, dude! We still have Barraskewda in the back, by the way. Like, we still have Barraskewda. It was right there. It was ready to come in and win the game. But we take those wins! team's busted. Man, games like that last one, it just goes to show you can totally let your opponent get up those Trick Rooms as long as you punish them and keep them low enough to where they can't actually do anything with said Trick Room. That being said, this is really weird. Colossal Sprite is really, it's either Colossal Sprite's way too huge or like all those other sprites are really small. And they're big physical, so they want to use Pikachu. I wonder if Sandy Shocks is still good. I think that Tsareena can definitely come here, but it has to come in the back. I don't think there's an issue with something like Pelipper Barraskewda here. And then Tsareena. And I actually think you can probably get away with Flutter in this matchup. That being said, Scizor's also definitely usable. Let's go Scizor. There's nothing wrong with Scizor. Scizor is like one of the best Pokemon ever made for this format. So let's go to it. Barraskewdas. And Masquerain. Alright, there's two things that can happen here. I think we're actually just going to click Hurricane and Liquidate into this slot right here. Because I think they're going to go either Grass Tera or, like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the play is. It's probably like Scarf Surf. And that's why I think, like, Pelipper is valuable here. Ground. Aqua Jet. I don't think you catch us, though. We're 412 base speed. And that's why you got to put all those points back into special attack, or back into speed. Okay, dude. The boy who lived out here. Earthquake. This person is literally out here right now. They're literally out here. Nice Aqua Jet Masquerain, dude. First time for everything. Pikachu. Okay. Tsareena. Liquidation. Blocks Fake Out. Blocks Aqua Jet. Oh, Fake Out. Blocked. Nice. Tailwind. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I still outspeed everybody, though. That's the thing is, like, see, that's why you still got to put those points in speed on Barraskewda. We're still faster than everything, right? So in this exact situation, it's probably a better idea to just go U-turn there to break Sash on the Masquerain. And, like, we might as well just liquidate the Tinkaton. Helping Hand. Holy moly. Bro, that's still a lot of damage. Gigaton Chad Hammer into our Tsareena. Holy moly. And they're orbed. Wow. So now they can Aqua Jet here. That probably KOs. Ooh, I like this play. Yeah, note that, like, we want to do our very best to, like, delay everything as possible. So, like, just switching a Pelipper there, not as proactive. We don't want to have to do that until we absolutely have to. That being said, Bullet Punch is probably still our best play there. And then we swap back in the Pelipper. And hopefully we have enough damage to KO. Did they get the double protect, bro? They get the absolute double protect. What a player. But now their Tailwind's gone. Now what do you do? Now what's the play? It's the same thing. I'm going to double that slot. You got 3 of them? You got 3 back there? Oh my gosh, yo, we watch this. From downtown, Pelipper, again, just like the last game. Coming in hot in that late game. Dude, Pelipper, we have just enough special attack to always get those big KOs. Thank you again to Alan for submitting this team. I really, really like it. I think they're definitely onto something. They're definitely about a step ahead of the meta in using this Taunt Tsareena, I would say. Just needs to be reined in a little bit more. Add some of those protects. Add the right amount of speed control. And, you too can make a really, really cool rain team work in this format. Guys, don't forget to answer the question of the day. Let me know, do you guys like the new overlay? Do you guys like the new mic? Do you like everything else that goes up with this whole stream setup thing? Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. And let me know if you guys got all the way to the end of this video. Let me know your favorite breakfast cereal. I might have asked this question recently, but I actually haven't had breakfast in like, oh, I still sometimes have a yogurt, but I haven't had cereal in like, probably like 10 years. I used to like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I used to like, what are those? The Golden Smacks? Those were really good. Those were my favorites. But let me know your favorite cereals. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And you guys can always still submit your teams on Patreon. The link to it is in the description of the video. And yeah, go check out the Patreon. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.